What's up, his wife, her husband, family? Want to just come in, kind of comment, or kind of give a background of our new journals that we just created, Meaningful Marriage Journal that my wife and I created. So my wife, our youngest daughter is getting married, and my wife was thinking to herself, because a lot of times people tell you don't counsel your own children, particularly in ministry, because you get some inside information, and as parents you might not be able to push things aside while the couple is gone on it and got back together and so forth and so on. But my wife was like, no, listen, I know this is my daughter, and this is the advice that people are giving. I just cannot give our daughter something to help her along the way. So she sat down and she figured out to herself, she was thinking to herself, like, what would I tell my daughter who is about to get married? What would I give her that will allow her to have a good foundation or a good start for her marriage? And so she was sitting down and she was just thinking about the thing. So we went to a park and we were sitting down, and she was telling me about the idea, and I said, baby, that's a good journal. Like, if that's something you would want to tell our daughter, how many other people could use this? So we sat down and we started thinking about prayer prompts, and we got together about, what would be good prayer prompts for each one of the 21 things. So she got to 21 things. Oddly enough, or interesting enough, she did 21. So we got together and we brainstormed for 21 prayer prompts, and we brainstormed for 21 reflection questions about each one. And then we searched for scriptures that supported each thing that she came up with. And so we got together and put together this beautiful journal, this Meaningful Marriage Journal for other people. So we said, okay, wait a minute, this is something that we would tell our daughter. Let's get the message out to other people, that whether you are beginning in your marriage, and a lot of times we run into people who are new, or they've been married 25, 30 years, and they think they don't need the help. But actually, especially after that 25 year, there are 4 key areas for, I would say, possible divorce. And after the 25th year is one of those reasons. And we got a video coming out. We're kind of tackling those 4 particular areas of marriage. But anyway, so whether you are a newlywed, you're just getting started, you are 25 years into your marriage, I'm pretty sure, I know that this journal can help you out. Now, so we did the 21 things, and so the 21 things, just my wife just wrote it down. So we decided, let's just let it be as it is. Like, let's not fix it where, this is first thing, this is the second thing, this is the third thing. No, let's just let it be as it is. The only thing that we changed, to my knowledge, is prayer. We wanted prayer to be the first thing that's in the journal. Everything else, in terms of like, well, why would they put that there? It was just how she wrote it down. That's just how we kept it. We kept it just like it is. The only thing I believe that we changed was prayer, and want prayer to be first. Now, why is that important? The Bible tells us to pray without cease. In other words, this is a thing that you don't want to stop doing. Prayer, in our revelation, is synonymous with communication. Now, prayer is the highest form of communication, because you're praying to the Most High God. So if God found that it is necessary for us to always be in communication with Him to help us build our relationship with Him, how much more important is it for our relationship in our marriage? So here's what I know. No matter what the subject is in your marriage, whether it's about finances, you got to communicate about it. No matter what it is concerning how to raise children, as husband and wives, we have to communicate about that. So communication, not just verbally or verbalizing your thoughts and your reasoning, but also communication in terms of listening with the intent to understand. So prayer is something that you cannot stop doing. And I'm saying the same thing in our marriage. Communication is something that you cannot stop doing. Prayer is something that you cannot stop doing. Praying for your spouse. How do you pray for your spouse? What are you praying for your spouse? All those things are great. So never stop praying, whether it's communicating with God, and there is a section in the thing about communication as well, but never stop praying. Check this out. Never stop praying for or with your spouse. So key for the marriage. So make sure you get your copy. You cannot get this copy. This is my copy. It literally is literally not for sale because this is my copy. But you can get your own copy. Make sure you look in the description box below. Click the link. Get your own copy. Now, it's meant for couples. So it's not that the couples share one journal. It's actually meant for the husband to get his own, and the wife to get her own, because the prayer that you're going to have for your spouse may be different. You know what I'm saying? The husbands, you may have a different prayer that you have for your wife, and then you need to be able to journal that. The wife, you may have something different for your husband. You need to be able to journal that. So make sure for husband and wives, make sure you get your own copy. It's going to be beneficial. We've got good reviews about the journal, that they are thought-provoking, which is what it's meant to be. Again, it's not empty pages. It's not just a journal with just empty pages. No, we have prompts. We have prayer requests that you're going to have at the end. We have prayer prompts. We have all of these things that are good for interactive. So if I had to give it a label, it's an interactive journal for husbands and wives. So make sure, again, go ahead, click the link below, get your own copy, and continue to build and sustain your marriage using the His Wife, Her Husband Meaningful Marriage Journals. Thank you. Love you. Take care.